What's up, guys? It's your boy Scion, and this is another episode of Storm Files, and we're going to look at the new tenno reinforcements today. First up is Velociitis, or whatever the hell name that was just now. I'm going to talk about a few things. I'm going to talk about the nerf and why I dislike it, but first we're going to talk about this weapon. Now, this weapon in theory is cool, but as you can see, in space, nothing is going to stand still for you to be doing that and charging up. So in theory it's fun, but in space it's not a good idea at all. Unless you come up with some type of way, like a mod or something, to speed up those projectiles, like nothing is going to stand still for that. And you're in space in a 360 environment where it's just, I can't see it. I can't see it happening. They have to speed up the projectiles. I hope after they see this video, they say, oh, okay, and you know, maybe this isn't a good idea after all. Like, I got one charge shot right there that was lucky because, like, the enemies just happened to stay somewhere for me to hit it. Now, you also have the Raft Bone, which is pretty cool looking hammer type weapon. At first, I thought it was a rocket launcher because look at it. It looks like rockets are about to come out of there. It's pretty badass looking, so I'll give it to them. I really, both of them are pretty well made and well looking, you know, rounded looking weapons. So I can pretty much say that, you know, I'm gonna enjoy using them. Although really, the Velociitis or whatever name that is, it needs a speed buff on the projectiles because they're not gonna hit anything. And I can't see using that over the default gun. The default gun is actually really good. So I'm probably gonna use this hammer because the hammer is kind of cool. You guys always know that I'm all about the paladins, and like, look at that triple kill right there with the hammer. That's badass right there. So I'm gonna rock the hammer. The hammer can stay. The railgun, not so much. So you guys can take it from there, whatever you like. Maybe you like the railgun. Maybe you find it as skillful, you know, trying to get kills with that. But I ain't got time for that. So pretty much we're gonna go into the quest. And I'm actually going to talk to you a little bit while, you know, the quest is running. And this is live, but the quest won't be. I'll just be talking over my gameplay. Alright guys, pretty much this is the Once Awake quest, which is the new quest that you get after you completed Vor's Prize. This is basically how the Infested came to be, and how they just run around the whole, like, all over the place because of the stupid Grenier called them out, like trying, I don't know, whatever the hell they did, the Grenier effed up. So pretty much what I'm going to do is show you the whole thing. I'm not going to talk all the way through, but I am going to talk to you about a few things right now. Now, recently, like, everybody's been into the whole Viver thing, and the reason why that's happening is because the rep grind is, like, the minute you say grind is bad. I cover MMOs all year round. I've been doing it for 2 years, 1,000 videos worth of MMOs, and the one thing that pisses off everybody in every country around the world is grind. So what happens when you put grind into a game, people do one of two things. One, they either do it, actually no, I'm gonna say three. 1, 2, 3. One, they do it. 2, they don't do it and just leave the game eventually. 3, they figure out a way around it. So Viver was the community as a whole figuring out a way around an obvious problem in the game that's not being addressed. Now today we had a patch that nerfed Viver and nerfed 3 frames that shouldn't have been nerfed. When I actually gave somebody, indeed, I'm not going to say names, not going to say who, I gave a suggestion to not, just to stop this from happening. Because now, if you look at the forums and everything else, I'm not going to show it because there's just so much nastiness going on right now. You know what? I don't blame them because it shouldn't have happened. The problem is the game itself. It wasn't the frames. It wasn't Trinity. It wasn't Excalibur, and it wasn't Mag that was the problem. The problem was the game, and that you have a huge grind in the game and you're forcing it onto people who don't want to grind. That's not what the community wants. I understand they want it to be a long-term goal, but long-term goals are like, this is not the type of game for that type of long-term goal. The game is meant to be a fast action, just compact, like just get it type of game. Now, if they wanted something to truly be long-term, then you have to make it be fun long-term. Nobody wants to run around in missions getting 100 rep per mission, and you need, as a whole, I think it's something like close to 400 to 500,000 rep And like that's too many missions. I understand maybe they want to get people into the game a whole lot more, but you actually, you know what, when everybody was forming Viver and all that type of stuff, everybody's playing. That took a good deal of time. I bet you their whole play times was up during that whole session. Now you have people quitting the game. You have people upset that their favorite frame got nerfed, which I would be. Because why would you nerf frames? Because your game is actually, in a sense, broken. That's what's going on right now. And I am a Warframe fan. I am somebody who's been covering it. I'm the current longest still active Warframe person. So, like, to be honest with you, I'm like, wow, you know, what is Firefall doing right now? What's Destiny doing right now? Because I'm that annoyed because the situation itself is not being addressed. They just nerfed things that didn't have to be nerfed. Here's what I suggested. I suggested that they up the rep that you get from daily missions and then make a repeatable daily mission. Every game that I know that has an MMO where you have some type of rep grind system has repeatable missions. This game does not. You can do normal missions, but normal missions usually give you like 100 rep or something like that. No, that's not enough when you need 500,000. I understand that they want this to be something that you have to earn, but long-time goals in games like this, like, see, if you're going to be a shooter slash have a little bit of MMO, then you need to follow MMO rules. And whoever made this initial system should have looked around at other MMOs like World of Warcraft, like Rift, like Guild Wars 2. Long-term goals in that game do not take 5 months. They take like 1 or 2 months. And for the good people who are pro players, it takes like maybe weeks. The way the system is right now, it'll make your eyes bleed and make you quit the game before you actually ever even get the final mod. You don't want stuff like that. You want to encourage people to come in and play the game and have fun playing the game. This is not fun. And I hope DE understands that's why people were farming Viver and doing something so mind-numbingly boring that they decided, you know what, I'd rather do that than sit there for 4 or 5 months trying to grind it the way DE wants me to. Now, you should think about that. That is what is broken. Mag, Excalibur, and Trinity was not broken. That was you, like, basically DE having the easy way out and saying, okay, well, we don't want to fix it. We'll just nerf frames and piss the fuck off everybody. That's not good business. I'm sorry, it's just not. It just upset everybody. It upset YouTubers. Like, you have, I'm telling you now, you have majority of the long-term YouTubers that are all like, F this, I'm out. Like, you guys don't listen, and you just, it's like, you can't have that. If Warframe loses YouTubers, Warframe is kind of gonna go downhill because you need the YouTubers. It may not seem like a lot, but it kind of what promotes the game. I promote the game. I'm a game. See, I'm annoyed so much that I can't even get it out. I'm a game provider for MMO site and MMORPG.com, and I promote Warframe on both those sites. And they're two of the longest, like the largest and longest of their kind. And every time I can get a chance to, I try to get them the front page Warframe. Like, I can't, like, you can't support people who is like, it's like this patch right now is a big FU to the community. I can't support this. I can't. I'm a Warframe fan. I love it to death, and it's like so close to being a legendary game, but stuff like this is what kicks it in the balls and drops it back into the pack with everybody else, to be honest with you. And I'm saying this as a person who's in the press, MMO press. Like, this is just bad all the way around. Whoever came up with this patch, please stop being lazy and just do the right thing. The problem is the grind. It's not the Warframes. It's not the fact that we can AoE through things. If we could have, I'll give you an example. If we can just have missions that give 1,000 rep, like a really hard mission like on Pluto or something like that, or maybe Phobos, something, that one mission give 1,000 rep, then another one gives 750, then another one give 500, and that be the cutoff. And then you have random things that you have to do, like maybe achievements that you have to do throughout the day, like do a whole mission with only your sword, do a whole mission with only your pistol, do a whole mission with a sniper gun, do a whole mission, like try to go through a hard board with a rank 10 frame. like not rank 10, a level 10 frame, stuff like that. You can spread it out, give rep for going into PvP, give rep for doing various things like maybe raising the Kubro or something like that. There's ways to spread it out that'll make it fun that people will actually do that. This, right, the way the system is right now, it was so bad that people were willing to stand at one spot and spam AoE for hours upon hours and be so bored that it was a better option than the current game system. And what that tells you is the game system is broken, not the frames. And I don't understand, in all my time, in my 3 years of doing videos and talking to devs and dealing with companies, how a company could sit there in whatever meeting that went on at DE and said, let's nerf these 3 frames, it's going to be a good idea, and leave the fuck everything else that's broken in the game that's making this happen in the first place. It baffles me. And I didn't mean for the video to turn out this way, but that's how pissed off I am right now that somebody actually sat in a meeting and said that this was a good idea, because it's the worst idea I've ever seen in gaming, to be honest with you. But it is what it is, because I don't run the company. They don't have to listen to me, but it's only like a couple of thousand people pissed off right now. So hey, like, you know, what do I know? I'm just a YouTuber that's been covering it for 2 years and pressing it to every website I can. And what am I supposed to tell these people? I can't honestly tell them like this is good. I have journalistic integrity. I can't. This sucks. And this is what's gonna go on the front page of MO site. This sucks. So be legendary, guys. I will see you hopefully next Warframe video, unless I'm too pissed off to even continue. And you guys have a good one. Thanks for stopping by and watching another video of me, Scion Storm. If you'd like to see more videos, please click the first Scion Storm icon. If you would like to subscribe to me, please click the second one. Once again, be legendary, and you have a good day. Peace.